Good morning. Seminarians are praying in our chapel, so I'm coming to you live from the cenacle. Take my reflection from today's first reading from Acts of the Apostles. After Paul's escorts had taken him to Athens, they came away with instructions for Silas and Timothy to join him as soon as possible. Then Paul stood up at the Areopagus and said, "You Athenians, I see that in every respect you are very religious. For as I walked around looking carefully at your shrines, I even discovered an altar inscribed to an unknown God. What therefore you unknowingly worship, I proclaim to you. The God who made the world and all that is in it, the Lord of heaven and earth, does not dwell in sanctuaries made by human hands, nor is he served by human hands because he needs anything. Rather, it is he who gives to everyone life and breath and everything. He made from one the whole human race to dwell on the entire surface of the earth, and he fixed the ordered seasons and the boundaries of their regions, so that people might seek God, even perhaps grope for him and find him, though indeed he is not far from any one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being, as even some of your poets have said, for we too are his offspring. Since therefore we are the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the divinity is like an image fashioned from gold, silver, or stone by human art and imagination. God has overlooked the times of ignorance, but now he demands that all people everywhere repent, because he has established a day on which he will judge the world with justice through a man he has appointed, and he has provided confirmation for all by raising him from the dead." When they heard about resurrection of the dead, some began to scoff, but others said, "We should like to hear you on this some other time." And so Paul left them. But some did join him and became believers. Among them were Dionysius, a member of the court of the Areopagus, a woman named Damaris, and others with them. After this, he left Athens and went to Corinth. All of us are called to be missionaries, spreading the gospel, just as St. Paul was. St. Paul was from a place called Tarsus, yet he traveled hundreds of miles and proclaimed Jesus to many foreign peoples. In today's reading, he's in Athens in Greece. And he begins by acknowledging all that is good and true about the people and the culture he's going to. He points out that they are very religious, and that they have built a shrine to an unknown God. Then St. Paul tells them about the true God. He keeps the same simple message, and he teaches them in a way they can understand. The Greeks loved philosophy. So St. Paul's approach is very philosophical. He tells them that God is our creator, and we are all his children. And then he speaks to them about Jesus, who died and rose from the dead out of love for us all. St. Paul is an excellent example to us today of how we must evangelize. We ask for his prayers for us. Amen.